welcome to LOVEFiLM.
Thank you.
How are you?
Very good.
Now, the International, it seems rather apt at the moment to have a baddie that's played by a bank. What was the attraction of Tom's film?
It's the usual things. I mean, it's always the same things. It's a script and a director, and this script was, you know, reminding me of those 70s political thrillers. It was very well researched, very intelligent, but a big sweeping thriller that travels the world.
And I can imagine when you were making the film, the current economic climate wasn't as pertinent as it is
No,
now.
it wasn't. It was uncanny, really, because, I mean, it always felt a relevant film. It felt about something that was happening and something that, you know, was good to be discussing now. But no one could have foreseen that it would be this relevant because, you know, it's about us questioning a huge bank and, you know, and believing them to be totally corrupt and trying to bring them to justice in some way.
Obviously, it's got quite a dark feel to it, but there's lots of entertainment in it as well. And one of the biggest scenes that I'm sure everyone's talking to you about is the Guggenheim scene. How long did that take to shoot? Did you shoot in location?
We built an exact replica of the real Guggenheim to scale, so it was exactly the same dimensions. Wow. We shot in there for weeks. We built a set of the whole lobby area, just the ground floor level, and then we got in the real place as well. I think the sequence is about 40 minutes long, and it's a pretty incredibly well directed shootout.
It's one of the best shootout scenes I've seen in a long time.
I think it's one of the most exquisitely directed scenes I've been involved in.
It's got a real sense of reality to it as well. It's quite bloody.
Yeah.
It doesn't kind of hide away or shy away from anything.
No, I always think that's important in films like this. It's like, you know, you don't want to step out of the film and suddenly just do some huge entertaining shootout where it suddenly feels like a very different film. You know, we had to keep it in context of the movie, and yes, it's an extraordinary thing to happen for people to, you know, start having this crazy shootout in a place like that. But you have to treat it from the angle of we've got to make this feel as believable as we can. And
what do you hope that people take away from watching something like The International? Because it is entertaining, obviously, but it's got quite dark undertones to it.
I think that the fear is, because of it's so timely, and that's just the way it's panned out, is that people think it's a very dry political film about the banking industry, which, frankly, who wants to go and see a movie about that? Is to remember that the whole thing is that is the backdrop to what is ultimately a huge international sweeping thriller, really.
Do you think you could ever see yourself getting behind the camera?
I flirt with it as an idea sometimes, but the rhythm of a director is so different from an actor. You know, a film like this, I can go off and make 2 more movies and come back and Tom Tickver is still in the tunnel of making this movie. It's, you know, it's a minimum of 2 years of your life, really, to direct a movie.
And you know, so you started off on the stage, I think, originally, didn't you? I mean, what have been the films that have inspired you from growing up to now?
I'm still catching up with classics that I never saw when I was young or I was too young to see, you know. I still go back and love watching old movies.
Is there anything in particular you've seen recently that you...
In the last couple of years, one of the huge influences on me was a film called Battle of Algiers, which was a film that actually Alfonso gave me in preparation for Children and Men, and I was completely blown away by it.
Clive Owen, thank you. It's been a real pleasure.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.